Okay. All right. Hello. Welcome. Latisse here. Hope that you all are doing well. For introductions, I do readings on here as well as offer them down below for personal booking. So go ahead and check that out. And I'll also be on checks today or tomorrow. I'm actually feeling more tomorrow than that. Tomorrow we're just do reactions, videos, games, all of the jazz. So go ahead and check that out and follow. But with that being said and done, like, comment, share, and subscribe so the channel can thrive. And we're going to get into this. So we're going to do nightmares. It's hilarious. I was asking sisters, I was like, I don't know if you do nightmares. Do people really have nightmares like that? Like, I know people have nightmares. I was like, are they frequent? I was like, she was like, well, you never know what resonates. And I was like, you're right. I never know what resonates. And if I'm getting the idea, I'm going to use the idea. So we're going to do what are your nightmares trying to tell you? What are they trying to let you know? And especially with this reading I just did previously, I think it was PAL 2 or 1. And they had a lot about nightmares at night. So if you came over for that, hello. So we're just going to do some nightmares. The main energy is going to be from the movie TV show deck. So we're going to do that. Main energy for that, they all look like this. PAL 1, PAL 2, PAL 3. And again, it's just what are your nightmares trying to tell you? What are they trying to let you know? So let's go ahead and get into this for PAL number 1. Hello, PAL number 1. PAL number 1, hello and welcome. Let's go ahead and dive into your nightmares for you. Okay? Me, I don't really get nightmares like that. The last time I had like nightmares back to back was when I was like a child, and I was the same thing where I was literally being chased by Chucky, and there was a white girl in a dress, and it was just hilarious. It was just hilariously a lot. But I don't know why I'm feeling like telling you that. So maybe it can be a recurring nightmare that you're having over and over again. It's the same thing. It does not change. It's the same exact thing happening. Or it's an old dream that you're having. Like it's one of those dreams where you kind of get a repeat. You do get some in between, but it's the same exact nightmare. It's letting me know that it's kind of that energy where it's the same over and over and over again type nightmare energy where it's just like, oh, I know what's going to happen, but it's like your body is still reacting as if it doesn't know what's going to happen, right? Let's go ahead and see what the nightmares are telling them. It's hilarious. You guys got the Haunted Mansion. This is the one from Disney, the Eddie Murphy one. Where they go to possibly sell a house, and he acts like it was a vacation, but he was really trying to sell it. And then the dude that was going to sell it was actually trying to take his wife from him, and that energy, and they were actually able to free the ghost. So with the Haunted Mansion coming in for what is your nightmare trying to tell you, it's essentially, it's like pay attention. Because Eddie Murphy really paid attention to his wife in the movie. He wasn't really listening to their needs, and then the kids, whatnot. Then he had to really come together to save the mom. And so it's kind of like this pay attention energy. But also, it's like you feel trapped, essentially, possibly, which is why you're getting that reoccurring energy, that reoccurring nightmare. Because all the ghosts were trapped. They weren't free. They were to be free at the end, but they were all trapped there. It's almost like the Beauty and the Beast curse type energy. But you feel essentially possibly trapped in an environment. And so you're getting these nightmares to let you know that you are mentally also trapped as well. And it feels like you're in a haunted mansion. You feel this fear even in your own home, in your own energy. And it's not the fear like, around the corner. It's just like feeling like you can't do anything, feeling like nothing is going to change, feeling like even when you do something, nothing is really changing or shifting. And it's like, okay, how do I truly operate and work with this? How do I center myself in my life and in my energy? And so it's like you are like, this is not how I want to be centered. I don't want to be centered by running through my dream, hiding in my dream, trying to go under the staircase, but that slides me down into this dark pit that allows me to see like whole bunch of spikes and peaks, and it's burning, but I'm not hot, but I'm still afraid that I'm going to be hot. And now I'm going up this whole place. I don't know. It's just a lot of energy of being like, I don't want to do this every day. I don't want to do this every night. I don't want this situation. And so it's creating this haunted mansion energy. And I feel like the ghosts that are also trapped essentially around you is you feeling like your old desires, or dreams that didn't come to fruition, or old aspirations, or old friends and family you no longer talk to. It just feels like you're hunted by a lot of things of the past. And it also reminds you, like I said, it was the dude trying to take his wife because he thought it was his, because thought it was reborn. Because I don't know. Again, this kind of stuck on the past essence and energy, where it's like, how do I release and how do I let go? How do I see more for myself? How do I see different from myself? How does that work out and operate here for me? And so it's this shift in knowing in that dynamic of like it's again, like I said, it's like you're mentally trapped essentially. And I'm sending you so much clarity, clearing of the brain fog. I'm sending you so much ways to release and heal and let go, to get that figure out. We got polyamorous coming up right away. And I'm not sure. Spirit, a little bit more confirmation on the polyamorous coming in here. Thank you. A lot to do with peace. So now you got Pinterest coming out here. I'm hearing things aren't picture perfect. Things are not as they seem again, leading into that man that thought that was his wife. And it was not his wife. He's setting up all these things about to get the kids, and and they weren't. He was like, "No, you can't have my wife." Like, no, and she was like, "No," but he's like, "Yes." And so it's like I feel like things are like almost trying to be picture perfect, possibly around you, or things set up in a certain way, like this Pinterest-esque things. Like people only post things that they feel like people will actually put to their board or save, something that people find visually appealing or futuristically available or whatever that is. So it's like with this polyamorous energy, it's like you feel expunged is not the word, like things are not as they seem right now. And so that things are not as they seem. And so it's like, do I keep with the appearances? How am I able to do? I don't know. It's like this energy of like people are seeing things a certain way, but it's not that. The real energy of the situation. I don't feel like this is like you could be in a polyamorous relationship, but it feels like it's more like you're in a relationship with things of the past, old thoughts, old ideas, what could have been, what should have been, and I don't know. It's just like you're holding on to it too much. Too much. And yes, it is a lot easier said than done too. Yeah. We got quick fix coming in here. An old friend. Yeah, it's like you're trying to hold on to something. Old friend is right next to polyamorous. And then quick fix is right next to Pinterest. Again, it's like you can't, just because something looks a certain way doesn't mean it is that way. Just because things look a certain way doesn't mean it is that way. Whether that's bad or good or stress. Again, it's just something is going on mentally. Where you're looking outward and you're like, well, it ain't gonna get better. It hasn't got better. Look at what happened. Look at what could have happened. If it went this way, I could have been here. If it went that way, I could have been here. And my dad had this. It could have been here. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. It says let's dance. Get this energy moving. Yeah, it's like this stagnation, this I'm stopped moment, this still moment, this nothing's going anywhere. And so it's like again these quick fixes that you're trying to like, oh, maybe if I do this, maybe if I buy this, maybe if I set this up, maybe if I go here. I say, yeah, affirmation burp, whatever it is, but it's like this, it's a lot of third party energy, and that third party energy is of the past. Is that, oh, if I would have did this, if that could happen, if I would have went this way, or they should do this, or if I set this up, maybe they'll look this way, or if I set this up, maybe they'll accept me here. But it's a quick fix. It's not real. And so Spirit wants you to dance. Spirit wants you to move because the energy that you're feeling is causing you to feel stuck in your mind. And so now you're operating off of a mental stagnation that was supposed to be a pause moment. Yeah, we have mood or energy board. It's this stagnation energy. And the fact that it says mood or energy board and we're talking about Pinterest, yeah, you have to change the way that you feel about things, um, and work with that energy. I literally, which is so fucking hilarious, I literally just got a mood app on my phone to kind of help me navigate my emotions a little bit better as well. And so check that out as well. But also with this mood and energy board, it's again this shifting. What is my energy right now? Can I even recognize what energy I'm in? Can I even recognize what emotion I'm in, what I'm feeling, why I'm feeling this way, how I got here? What possible ways can I fix it? Like, can I even navigate that? Or am I just going to do the surface level quick fix? Am I just going to buy something? Am I just going to go out and ignore? Am I just going to go to sleep and ignore? Yeah. We have, I'm hearing open-minded, open sesame. I'm hearing otter. I'm hearing opera. Yeah. Yeah. And then we have you don't like me and that's fine. So yeah, you're also possibly holding on to some energy just because of how it looks or who you're around. And they don't want that either. You really have to, especially with this Libra energy that we're currently in. But whenever you're watching this, it's really about you really have to recognize what do you really want your life to be in balance of feeling, looking, and being. Like it is about harmony. It is about growth. It is about that acceptance. So what do you truly want it to be? You need to flip that perspective, and sometimes moving your body, moving that energy allows you to get out of your head. So at the Haunted Mansion, like I said, he was over there like, this is my doing all this, about to kill the kids, didn't care, and the husband just to get what he wanted. And it's a sense of like, no, that's a quick fix. Your girl died. And you have to heal from that. You have to release and let go of the past. Because you're also holding other people and other things captive because of that energy. It's your desires, it's your hopes, it's your dreams, it's your power that you're holding captive. That's the other people. Future selves. Higher selves. Spirit, now you know damn well I'm not taking all these goddamn calls. You funny. We're gonna take this. Set active intentions. That's what you're gonna do. And that's right on top of Pinterest and mood and energy. Set active intentions. Sorry, Gina, baby. Sorry. Sorry, mamas. You want to get down? Want to get down? I don't know if she want to get down or not. But set those active intentions. Set intentions that you know you can actively start working on, actively start doing. I'm going to journal every day. Or I'm going to walk every day. Or I'm going to say this to myself every day. You got it? Good girl. I'm going to set this up or whatever it is. So those active intentions, not things that just look like they're good, not just quick fixes, things that you are actively doing to change your life. But I love you so much, Pile One. That has been your overall nightmarish energy and what it's trying to tell you, how it's trying to operate, which is possible why you keep getting us recurring dreams over and over and over and over and over again. Whether if you have energy in between because it's trying to make it look a certain way and it's not. So pay attention, recognize, release, and let go. Love you, love yourself some more. Until next time. Mwah. Hello, pile number 2. This is for you to let you know what your nightmares are trying to tell you and let you know. Okay, so let's go ahead and get the overall energy of your nightmares in here. Big exhale. Let's see what I'll choose nightmares for energy is here. I hope you're seeing this. Whatever they have been trying to tell you in your dreams, whatever they have been trying to tell you in your dreams, they have been trying to make stick. They have been trying to make known. They have been trying to navigate you, direct you, shit like they have been trying to enlighten you. So heavy. So much. It's like you possibly in your dreams feel overwhelmed. You possibly are moving a lot in your dreams, like you're here, then you're there, then you're there, then you're here, then you're there. A lot of that. Like I said, a lot of deep breaths, a lot of deep heaving when you possibly wake up, a lot of sweatiness, exhaustion, possibly not really feeling like you actually got rested either. Like I said, it was a big, you know, like a big let out. I'm hearing you possibly can feel like you're getting beat up in your dreams, or waking up with bruises and things of that sort. But it is something that they're trying to really make stick. Really like, please, hey, hey, like they're really trying to give you this information and this warning, and like let you know, because there's something that you really need to work on, something that you really need to heal. And that's why you feel tired. That's why you feel exhausted. It's like your body's trying to heal it and work through it overnight, and it's not getting enough even attention overnight, like as you sleep or anything, which is why you feel exhausted. Or it's like with the dismiss or ignore, it's like it's able to just kind of wake up with those bruises and scratches because you're not paying attention to what it is. It's yeah, it's a lot of that. And your overall energy is them. Is actually a show. If you know what them is, it's on Amazon. It is about the first show is about a black family and they moved to a white neighborhood, and not only obviously with the racist energy that they had to deal with. Excuse me, I have to adjust myself. But with racist energy that they had to deal with, but it was also their own like past traumas and hurts and things that were coming up in physical form, and also something was under and in the house that they had to deal with. It was a lot of things. And so at some points they weren't really paying attention to it. The dad wasn't, or they didn't care, they weren't listening, and then to a point where everybody had a breaking point. The daughter had a breaking point, the mom had a breaking point. So they just finally snapped. It's like, we can't keep ignoring this. Something is happening in our home. Something is messing with our kids. Something is fucking with us. Something is bothering us. And it's funny because also American Horror Stories right here. We're going to take that for you too. But it's like bothering them. They had to stand up. And then that led to obviously them too, where it was like the daughter and his twins are normal and all this. It was just, it's crazy. I wouldn't recommend black people. Like, I still watch it, but like it's a lot of trauma porn kind of. Yeah. But it's again like that energy, like that trauma porn. So you could be dealing with ancestral trauma, especially if you are black, if you are a queer person, you're dealing with this trauma and it is affecting you. And it's like, hey, you have to face this. You have to acknowledge this because it's coming up in certain ways. It's coming up possibly in your outbursts. It's coming up in your lethargia. It's coming up in so many different ways that it's like, this is why. This is the root. This is the claim. And so with American Horror Story, I'm thinking of the very, very first one where it was like they were there in this house, and this house obviously carried a lot of history. If you're there, you're most likely going to die. And so a lot of ghosts were living there, and there was this energy. And it's like, again, this family that is going through something. And it's like as soon as they actually kind of started paying attention to each other, in a sense, it's like that's when they were able to kind of ignore the ghosts and just kind of live their life. But when they started paying attention to what was needed, what was the truth, being more vulnerable, being more open, it was like here. And so I feel like in order for you to truly deal with a lot of your shadow work, is what I'm hearing, you're going to definitely have to do some shadow work for sure. Um, because it's a lot going on here where it feels like, again, you are waking up, again, this exhausted or tired or confused or not being able to remember your dreams. You're like, no, I just dream in black. That is a nightmare to some people. To me, that's a nightmare if I can't dream. Um, but it's like this. like pay attention, because this ancestral trauma, or one can say ancestral trauma, family trauma, it is coming in a way where you really need to hone in on it. Because like I said, when even in American Horror Story, when the family wasn't really talking to each other, let it be known, it was in this sense of like the daughter was suffering and she was this and that, and it was just a lot happening. And it came to the realization that when they started actually discussing what was happening and why, it allowed them to kind of come into some balance, into some stability. I'm gonna have to watch it again because I've seen it in some time. Mm, but really, again, it's this vulnerable communication that's needed, and so that's what's bothering you. And so, when you're at your most vulnerable, when you are asleep, you know, when you are, done with the day, ready to go to bed, it's like at your most vulnerable, that's when everything is like, oh, she's open, he's open, they're open, like, let's start. And so that's why it's like you're doing a lot, so much healing in your sleep, and healing is work. And so you're tired, you're exhausted, you're possibly waking up angry or irritated, or just it's a lot of things. And so you're getting these visions, like I said, a lot of popping here and there, and then this is coming up in your face. And now you got this person in your dream that you didn't talk to in years, and that fucked with you in a way that you didn't want to be fucked with, or this and that, and now you're getting these jump scares. It's like I call them jump scares when I see people, and I'm like, spirit never again. Don't put the So it's like it's that type of energy where you're not able, and but they're like, you have to process this, you have to. And you're like, all right. But when it comes to waking time, when it comes to the building of your subconscious, the building of your intuition, the building of that shadow work, it's like you don't dive deep into why when somebody says something, it made you feel like they were being rude or mean or shady. That's shadow work. Like, why are you getting triggered when that's not what they meant or what even they said? It's just how you felt. So there's just certain things where it's just like I said, it's coming out in your day-to-day life. Possibly you even rushing yourself. I'm hearing you like you're rushing yourself because it's like you're trying to rush your healing. So yeah, let's go ahead and see. Oh, spirit, I don't like that. Don't do that. What's going on with that? We have I have so much love and abundance. Okay. We have you don't like me and that's fine. We have books, and then we have mood/energy board. Now, we have the books under I have love and abundance. We have the mood and energy board under you don't like me and that's fine. So we're just saying again, you need to recognize again, you need to pay attention to whatever trauma or issues you have, because it's showing up in ways of possibly you're around people that feed a part of you that allows you to suppress possible pain or ignore it, or they feed into it and you're trying to get a couple. I don't. It's just like this energy where it's like you have to recognize that some people just don't like you, or they don't like the new version of you of that is trying to heal, that is trying to work on themselves, that is trying to change. And so with the mood and energy board coming in here, it's like I want you to recognize your mood and your energy around them. And I want you to recognize your mood and energy, their mood and energy around you. Around when you're like, oh, I decided to start doing this. Oh, I'm going to start saying that. Oh, I'm not going to allow that anymore. Or whatever it is. Start recognizing that. Because it's like that realization of like even with the wife trying to work with the husband after he cheated, and she like set things up, and she was recognizing that he was possibly going through those same things again, where he was cheating. And in the house was trying to get at him and get at her and to lure him in. And again, they had to have this conversation. They had to have this realization. And so once they realized that, they realized it was possibly an outside force or possibly inside. Because I don't think the dad lived. Again, I gotta watch that again. I'm so sorry. But the fact that these are also shows as well, letting me know that there are different seasons that are in your life. And right now, you are in a season of needing to release people and energies that really don't like the new you, that don't like the true version of you, the healing version of you, the shadow work of you. And so that's what's also causing you to be exhausted in these nightmares and these dreams, is because it's like you're actually able to live and be yourself in your dreams. Like I said, that vulnerability to openness, which is why you're possibly getting a lot of triggers and you're out of breath and having to take deep ones, or you're moving and shifting and things are always changing, always changing, always changing in the dream. It's because you are changing, you are shifting, you're trying to work through that process. But when you awake, it's like you're possibly around people, energies, or environments that are trying to keep you in that old past. Like, remember you used to do this, or you used to set this up, or you mentioned something and they keep bringing up the old, or what you used to do, or how you used to act. And it's like, I'm talking about this now. I'm doing this now. I'm setting this up now. This has happened for me now. This is so. It's again. It's like allow yourself to live the vulnerability, because pink is that root chakra, that self love energy as well. So with the I have so much love and abundance in books. There are so many fucking books out there in languages that you can and that you can't read. There's so much knowledge. There's so much information. There's so much truth. And so the fact that that's coming with the love and abundance is saying that you don't know all that you need to know. You are not around all the love that you will ever experience. You are so abundant. And it's letting you know that's why also you're able to go through these different environments and shift and change. You're here, then you're there, then you're there, then you're moving, you're shifting, you're feeling, because of that abundance in your life. You're supposed to be traveling. You're supposed to be moving. You're supposed to be living. You're supposed to be going to those concerts. You're supposed to be in those interviews. You're supposed to be seeing all that, because they want you to be vulnerable and real, to recognize this has set me off. Let me set a boundary. This has set me off. Let me go ahead and heal it. This has set me off. Let me go ahead and work with that. It's things of that sort. So again, taking in that knowledge, possibly taking some classes as well as what I'm hearing, in that knowledge and that information, taking in some classes, and restoring yourself and your mindset. Healing and karma. What did I say? Yeah, healing yourself in that mindset, and that's right on top of the 4 cards here for you. Yeah, we got break is needed right on top. Yeah. My love is shown by my boundaries on the back. There we go. Yeah. Break is needed. My love is shown by boundaries. So again, you need to separate from these energies that make you feel a certain type of way. It's almost like your body is a mood ring. And that's also where you got the shows, because again, those seasons, that energy, that change as well. Your body's like a mood ring, is able to recognize that. And some people notice that as well. You can change mood, shift the mood, you can read the room and the aura and the energy. So again, it's this knowledge. So with all the healing and karma coming on top of that, the karma landing on their side, the healing landing on your side, is letting me know that that karma energy, that's just karmic. It can be removed. It needs to be removed. It is going to be removed as you continue to heal. It could be writing in journals. It could be reading more books about healing and all this stuff. It could be going to classes as a therapist, and it's things of that sort. But it's recognizing that the reason why you're having these nightmares is because you're trying to heal in your sleep. And so you're going through all this shadow work and all this stuff in your sleep. So again, it can be those bruises, it can be those scratches, it can be waking up tired or exhausted or sweaty. It can be not being able to get a full night's sleep because you're waking up in the middle of the night. Channel those messages, whatever you're getting, or listen to music or song, because that's also a message as well. But yeah, definitely work on that for yourself, okay? But I love you. Love yourself more. Pile number 2. Until next time. Hello, pile number 3. Hope that you all are doing grand slam in this bitch. No ditties. Hope that you are all having an amazing, phenomenal, successful day and week. Sorry, this object. There we go. And we're going to go ahead and get started and see what your nightmares are trying to tell you. Ready? See what your overall energy is. Spirit for pile 3 in their nightmares. Just 1 or 2 cards. We're gonna take the one that actually have words on it. Like they have words on it, but you guys, round of applause, have The Conjuring. I don't know why I'm laughing. What the hell is going on with pile threes and all these laughings today? Maybe that's a sign. And 333, things of that sort, Mind, Body, Soul, Energy. But The Conjuring, if you haven't seen the movie, it is with the family, and I think they just moved into a house and it's like possessed or whatever, and it's like because of a witch that killed herself, and she said a curse in the house, and so now playing hide and seek when nobody's there type energy. So that's just kind of the brief synopsis of The Conjuring if you haven't seen it, but probably IMDb can do better. But I'm immediately going to that witch in the tree, The Conjuring energy, where she is like she hung herself in the tree after something happened. Sorry, I should have did a trigger warning for that. In that sense, but it's like this curse energy around you, and I feel like that's what your energy is, and that's why we're getting 333, the mind, body, soul imbalances, because I feel like somebody is placing these nightmares on you. And I'm not typically want to be bold and be like somebody's doing that. Sometimes I am, sometimes I'm not. But this is definitely like that energy, like the witch that like decided to sacrifice her life, her energy, after something happened for this, essentially. Or I think she got hung. It's one of the two. But either way, her dying breath created something that is afflicting the family, your family, possibly your life, your lineage. And curses don't have to be spells and incantations and all this stuff. Sometimes a curse is just literally cursing somebody. Be like, you stupid, dumb bitch, you don't know nothing, you ain't gonna never know nothing. That's a curse. That's like somebody like, oh, I hope they don't get no good rest tonight. It's things like that. It doesn't have to necessarily be that as well. It can just be somebody thinking about you in a way that is not of the highest love and the highest degree. It could be somebody actually doing the candle work. Because again, I am seeing somebody like I'm seeing, what is it, Melinda Warren? Was that her name? I'm not really good with names. Faces, names. Okay. But where they go in there and they're like trying to talk and figure things out and get it situated. And it's kind of like that where they're setting up. It's like you're trying to get figured out and get it situated and discover it. And so I'm seeing now hoes. If anybody remembers hoes, it's like Madam's running. That's scary. I'm scared. Hoes where she was like, if you take Madam's Aroni up the mountain and make sure she drinks on the water, and the curse wasn't broken until he brought her great, grandson or whatever up the mountain and let him drink. It's like that type of energy too, where it's like a long standing curse within your family based off of something that somebody else did. And I was matching up with you or lining up with you. This kind of this weird deal type energy, but again, the nightmares that you're having are not like own life or mental afflicted. It's somebody else trying to send that to you, whether knowingly or unknowingly. But either way, somebody's, I don't even want to say evil eye. It is, I guess, well, that's the most layman's terms I can think of is the evil eye, but it's essentially, yeah, like they're trying to conjure something around you, an energy around you to fuck with you, to mess with you until you go insane, to be dealt with or to deal with yourself. And so, yeah, let's go ahead and take a closer look at this outside energy that's messing with you. Because, yeah, the nightmares that you're having, yeah, definitely get your protection up. If you already have protection, get your protection up. If you don't have protection, get some protection. Because sometimes nightmares do, like sometimes I get nightmares because I'm not paying attention or doing something, and I'm like, okay, let me, pay attention. Because sometimes those are warned by spirit, like, okay? And it's just something that typically nightmares are just things that are fearful or, tangible, not tangible, that feel tangible. Thank you. So yeah, definitely let's go ahead and get that situated here for you and let them be known what's going on. What's going on with this outside energy spirit in regards to their dreams. If you, yes, somebody doesn't like you, and the way you do what you do. Somebody doesn't like you, 'cause they wanna live and be just like you. Yeah. Um, Spirit does things like that when you're channeling, and now I lost my fucking train of thought where I was before I fucking started singing. But it's this energy. Thank you, Spirit. There's certain things happening in dreams. Thank you. There's like somebody that just watches in your dream. There can be a lot of chaos and shit happening in your dream. You're running or things are moving and shifting, but there's one person, one being, you can know them or not know them, that just stands still, unaffected by the chaos. It's like that one Avril Lavigne album where she's standing there, but you can see people in motion behind her. That's how that person's energy is. They're just standing there. And I don't even want to say it's just a monitoring spirit, it's a monitoring messenger spirit that is trying to go inside of your dreams, inside of your energy, inside of your presence again to conjure something out, to conjure up a fear, an emotion, to allow you to repress your power, to whatever it is, try to fuck up your life, or, whatever it is. I don't even want to speak it into existence. Ashe, Spirit is saying, go. But they're like watching, taking notes, taking heat. They're just standing there. And then you're noticing like there's a lot of shit happening. There's a lot of shit going on where people are arguing. It's like something. And they look so out of place. I'm saying how to say it. It's like a whole bunch of red starbursts, but you see one yellow one. Now, how did the yellow one get in there? How did the yellow one get in there? And you notice it immediately. They stick out like a sore thumb. So I'm saying this because, like I said, how I sung that goddamn song, somebody wants to be you. Your energy, your light, the way you talk, the way you breathe, the way you go through a challenge, the way you essence. I always tell people, don't be shocked that people are looking at you because no matter what your life looks like, somebody will be jealous of the way that you wipe your ass. Doesn't matter what it looks like to you or feels like to you, they're seeing everything because they are like a CCTV watching you. Watching you. And it's creepy and it's eerie. And yeah, Spirit is like, get that protection up. Yeah. So we have you triggered me, but I dove deep and healed. So again, like I said, and this is not like necessarily they possibly triggering you, but it's the way that you handle challenges, the way that you think about life, the way that you go through life, your accomplishments, your failures. It's you. It's you. And so with this, you trigger me, but I dove deep. It's like this is you saying, like, I got triggered, but I dove deep and healed. I got challenged, but I dove deep and healed. I got a setback or a delay, but I continued forward. I bounced back. I keep going, which is funny because you also got K. Keep going. Keep moving. And now I don't know if you hear the birds just tweeting away. Because it's like you do things that they feel like they can't do, they're not able to do, they're not able to set up, or they're mad that again, this energy that they're trying to send your way is not working. And I'm going to say the other word that they're trying to kill you, okay? Trying to take your life, take your energy, whether that's actually or not actually. But the way that you go about things, you dive deep and heal. You dive deep and you reflect. You dive deep and you take accountability. You dive deep and you change. You dive deep and you shift. And that's where you're like, something is going on. And so with this K, it's like they're trying to be around. I'm hearing Caleb, Kayla, Keely, knee, like a knee jerk reaction. I'm hearing like this is a knee jerk reaction. I'm hearing need, but not like I need, but obviously K N in Indy. Yeah, I'm hearing. Oh my goodness, cut that bitch with a knife. Yeah, they are not a fan of your energy. They're just a fan of your energy. Because this is your energy. I remember the divine spark within my mind and spirit. I'm always protected. Like I said, this 333 energy, mind, body, soul energy. Like I said, the song's probably why you were laughing, a lot of giggling with the threes. And the pink is that self love. It's also that root chakra energy. If I have energy, I know myself and my worth energy. And so they know this about you. And they're trying to keep you down, but you're going to keep going. Because you also have the ninth house energy with I have strong, clear boundaries without being fake. And then ninth house, which is the Sagittarius, Jupiter, fire, immutable energy. Like I said, you're able to change, you're able to shift, you're able to reflect. You're able to set those boundaries, you're able to speak up for yourself, you're able to let other people lead. And again, it's like they don't like you being you. And that's to let you know you're doing something right. That you are upsetting somebody else so much to the point that they're looking at their own life like they want yours. And that's not like, ooh, but it's like, yeah, I'm going to keep doing what the fuck I'm doing and I'm going to push you where you are. Because it's like they're creating a Pinterest board of your life. It's like they're copying you. I don't know, it's this weird energy. Again, whether they're doing it knowingly or unknowingly. But Spirit is saying no matter how they're doing it in the know. Now that you know, again, that know, let's do something about it. Because that Sagittarius energy is that fire, that action, that movement, that change, that once I learn something new, I'm going to adjust to what the fuck I know and understand. So again, your energy, your dreams, your nightmares are from someone else. So kind of pay attention to that. Take heed of that because they're upset with how you operate and move and think about things. Yeah, we got subliminal messages coming in here. And just like magic by Ariana Grande, your life is just like magic. And they feel like they can get a piece of that. And that's right there in that middle with the divine spark. And those subliminal messages, Spirit always is speaking to you, letting you know and giving you hints. Don't question it. Don't doubt it. Know that it's there. Know that it's present. Know that you're seeing what you're seeing. You're hearing what you're hearing. You're smelling what you're smelling. All of it. Your senses are not lying to you. They're keen. You have keen sense of understanding. So with this conjuring, somebody's trying to use their last dying breath like that witch on a tree, and tree is about roots and family. They're trying to pull it into the lineage and the curse and all this. And like I said, it could have been from that. It could even be somebody that was upset with your mom for something that she did, and now she's mad at you. Don't even matter. Just like magic, things are working out for you always, and you are always protected. So go ahead and remove whoever the fuck this is, because hell no. 444. As I'm ending this for you, pound number 3. You are phenomenal. You are amazing. You are safe. I love you. Love yourselves more. Until next time.